Something strange is happening at truck dealerships across America right now. People aren't just buying trucks in 2026. They're handing them right back. Nearly 3 out of every 10 trade-ins are currently worth less than what's still owed on them. The average buyer is rolling almost $7,000 of old debt straight into their next car loan, pushing repossessions to levels we haven't seen since the Great Recession. Today, we're looking at 15 brand new trucks that owners are trading away, handing over, and flat out surrendering. Count how many of these are parked in your neighborhood, because the top 3 are going to sting. 2. The Ford Maverick was supposed to be the affordable hero. When it launched, it promised a $20,000 price tag, 40 miles per gallon, and a monthly payment your wallet could actually handle. But that hype backfired. Demand exploded so fast that dealers started slapping massive markups on them, and buyers desperate for a cheap option ended up overpaying by thousands. Now, the bill for those decisions has arrived. The wave of people who financed at peak prices are trying to trade them in, but they're buried in negative equity. The Maverick itself quietly stopped being cheap over time, with trim upgrades pushing prices well past $30,000. Owners are realizing a painful truth. Buying a budget truck at an inflated price isn't a bargain. It's just a smaller trap with better gas mileage. 3. The Jeep Gladiator is getting returned for a reason most owners never saw coming. The truck itself didn't change, but the price tag completely collapsed. The Gladiator started strong as a Wrangler with a truck bed, selling almost 90,000 units in 2021. But by 2024, sales plummeted to under 29,000. Jeep reacted by heavily discounting new models, slashing prices by up to $20,000 during sales slumps, and dropping sticker prices by thousands for recent model years. If you're buying new today, that's great news. But if you bought one at full price, those discounts wiped out your truck's resale value. The 3-year-old Gladiator has lost around 42% of its original worth. Add high ownership costs to the mix, and buyers are realizing that having a fun, doors-off truck doesn't make up for being completely underwater on your loan. 4. The Rivian R1T might be one of the best electric trucks ever built, yet owners are still giving them up. Reviewers love it and it drives incredibly well, but the nightmare starts when something breaks. Rivian's service network is still small, meaning the nearest repair hub could be hours away. Worse, body repairs are astronomically expensive. A minor fender bender can easily result in a $40,000 estimate. High repair costs mean skyrocketing insurance premiums. On top of that, early electric trucks have lost 30% to 50% of their value in just 3 years, while Rivian continues releasing upgraded models that make older versions obsolete faster. People aren't returning the R1T because it's a bad vehicle. They're returning it because keeping one on the road costs far more than enjoying it. 5. The Chevrolet Silverado EV boasts an impressive 493-mile max range, yet it's filling up dealership trade-in lots. Early adopters paid near 6-figure prices when it first launched. But as electric vehicle demand cooled down, GM did what every automaker does: introduced cheaper trims, cash incentives, and price cuts. Every price reduction slammed the resale value of the early models. Projections show a Silverado EV losing over $42,000 in value over 5 years, essentially the cost of a brand new mid-sized truck. GM propped up lease deals with artificial residual values, but people who financed bought into the harsh reality of steep market drops. When a truck loses value faster than it charges, keeping it in the driveway makes zero financial sense. 6. If depreciation had a face, it would be the 9,000-pound GMC Hummer EV. It hit the market as GM's ultimate flex, as 1,000 horsepower, electric monster with crab walk capabilities, and a 6-figure price tag. Fast forward to now, and owners are desperate to get out. Some models that originally cost $31,000 are now trading for around $70,000. Analysts project a massive 50% to 60% loss in value within 5 years. Aside from the financial hit, the practical headaches add up quickly. It's so heavy it eats through tires. Its massive battery takes forever to charge at home, and recent safety recalls haven't helped. The Hummer EV turned out to be the ultimate short-term flex. Buy it, show it off, watch $50,000 evaporate, and hand the keys back before it drops any further. 7. The Ford F-150 Lightning is being returned not because owners hate the truck, but because of how Ford handled its future. In late 2025, Ford officially ended production of the all-electric Lightning. They signaled a shift toward extended-range hybrids with gas generators instead, leaving pure EV Lightning owners out in the cold. If you paid up to $87,000 for a top-tier Platinum, your vehicle is now a discontinued orphan with uncertain long-term support and tanking resale value. While owners liked how quiet and fast it was around town, Heavy towing severely cut the range, winter cold drained the battery quickly, and long trips required military-level planning. Once Ford publicly moved on, owners decided to cut their losses early rather than hold on to a discontinued EV for the next 5 years. 8. Heavy-duty work rigs like the Ram 2500 used to be long-term investments you bought once and ran into the ground. But the cost of buying and maintaining one went out of control. When you configure a Ram 2500 with a crew cab 4x4 and the famous Cummins diesel, you're looking at an $80,000 to $100,000 sticker price. Buyers took on 7 or 8 year loans to make the payments work, driving monthly costs into 4-figure territory. Then the real-world maintenance hit. Expensive diesel fuel, costly emissions equipment that breaks down easily, and service bills that routinely top thousands of dollars. People who bought a heavy-duty truck just to haul a camper twice a year are realizing the numbers simply don't add up anymore, filling trade-in lines with barely used trucks. 9. The Ford Super Duty sits right at the center of the 4-figure monthly payment crisis. High-end trim levels like the Platinum or Limited easily push past $100,000. Recent auto loan data shows that monthly payments over $1,000 hit historic highs, with heavy-duty trucks leading the charge. Buyers signed up for huge loans when interest rates seemed manageable, but now they're stuck with payments that rival actual mortgage costs. Edmunds reported that buyers trading in underwater vehicles face average monthly payments of nearly $950, alongside massive interest fees. Repossessions have spiked across the board, and expensive, heavily financed trucks are getting hit the hardest. The toughest truck in Ford's lineup is ultimately getting defeated by a monthly loan statement. 10. The Toyota Tacoma spent decades as the default choice for reliability, the truck you bought so you'd never have to worry about repairs. Then came the redesign. The newest generation replaced the old V6 engine with a turbocharged 4-cylinder on a new platform, and issues surfaced almost immediately. Federal regulators received waves of complaints detailing early transmission failures, some happening with under 1,000 miles on the dash. Toyota had to step in to replace failed 8-speed automatics and issued recalls for front drive shaft issues. Combined with electronic glitches and software bugs, the Tacoma's bulletproof reputation took a serious hit. Toyota buyers value certainty above all else, so when a $50,000 truck acts up early on, owners lose trust fast. Some are even trading in their new Tacomas to buy back older V6 models. 11. The Tesla Cybertruck promised to revolutionize the market with over 1 million reservations, but reality hit hard. Only a small fraction of those reservations turned into actual sales, and delivery numbers dropped significantly over time. The biggest issue for current owners isn't just the polarizing look, it's the brutal depreciation. Early models purchased for $100,000 are getting trade-in offers around $65,000 with low mileage, losing nearly 35% of their value in a single year. Early on, Tesla tried to prevent buyers from reselling their trucks for profit. Now, the issue is owners trying to sell just to stop the financial bleeding. Between build quality complaints, public perception, and dropping values, many drivers realized paying over $1,000 a month for a rolling meme wasn't worth it. 12. The Ford F-150 remains America's best-selling vehicle, but it's also one of the hardest for people to keep affordably. Data on 4-figure monthly car payments shows the F-150 leading all vehicles, making up a massive share of 1,000+ monthly loans. Average transaction prices for full-size trucks rose near $66,000, driven up by dealer trim stocking strategies and rising costs. Buyers signed on to long 7 or 8-year terms just to afford an F-150 off the lot. Now, many of those owners are going back to dealerships upside down on their loans, carrying negative equity forward into new deals. The F-150 is still a solid vehicle, but great engineering can't fix a budget stretched past its limit. 13. The Ram 1500 landed on this list after a massive strategic misstep by the manufacturer. For the 2025 model year, Ram dropped the iconic 5.7-liter Hemi V8 in favor of the new Hurricane twin-turbo inline-6. Many buyers reluctantly accepted the change and bought the new turbo models. Then, just a year later, Ram leadership admitted the move was a mistake and announced the return of the Hemi V8 for 2026. Overnight, the 2025 Hurricane-only models became the odd year out, taking a heavy hit on resale value compared to the returning V8s. Add in early model turbo complaints regarding check engine lights and cooling quirks, and Ram 1500 owners are stuck holding heavy negative equity on a setup their own manufacturer backtracked on. 14. The Chevrolet Silverado 1500 is facing trade-ins for an engine-specific reason, the 6.2-liter V8. GM issued a massive recall covering roughly 600,000 trucks and SUVs due to potential engine failures involving bent crankshafts and bearing damage. The initial fix was to inspect engines, replace faulty ones, and recommend thicker oil for the rest. However, federal investigations opened after reports surfaced of repaired engines failing anyway. Meanwhile, owners waiting for replacement engines faced long parts back orders while their loan payments kept coming due. With trade-in values dropping and uncertainty around engine reliability, thousands of Silverado owners are choosing to swallow the loss and move on. 15. Everything causing headaches for Silverado owners applies to the GMC Sierra 1500. Except Sierra buyers paid extra for luxury features. Buyers spent Denali money, pushing $70,000 to $90,000 for premium interiors paired with that same 6.2-liter V8 engine. When the recall hit, high-end trim owners ended up in the exact same long service queues, waiting months for replacement parts while making heavy payments on dead trucks. Reports of similar issues popping up on newer models made buyers question if the problem was fully solved. Beautiful interiors and massaging seats don't offer much comfort when you're worried about sudden engine failure, leading to a surge of low-mileage Sierras sitting on used car lots. And at the top of the list is the truck carrying the worst average negative equity on the market, the Toyota Tundra. Data shows recent Tundra trade-ins are underwater by almost $9,000 on average. A brand historically famous for holding its value now leads in negative equity due to ongoing engine issues. The twin-turbo V6 that replaced Toyota's classic V8 faced multiple recalls over engine manufacturing debris that damaged bearings, affecting hundreds of thousands of trucks. Fixes were delayed, additional model years were added to recalls, and some owners experienced failures even after repairs. Between class action lawsuits, falling trade-in values, and endless recall delays, many Tundra owners are giving up on waiting for a fix and walking away.